Okay, so this is how to put rings on like a rebozo to make, this is a scarf, so you would not use this for baby wearing, but just to show you, since I don't really have any short wraps anymore. You pull your fabric through both rings at the same time, and then you would thread it like you used to thread those fabric belts like in the 90s. You'd go over the top and under the bottom. So I'm going to go over this top ring and into the bottom ring. And I'm going to pull that nice and tight. So this becomes the anchor that will go on my shoulder. In a ring sling that you buy, all that they do is this, the hem here is sewn. They sew it down nice and tight. I can show you mine. But this becomes your shoulder, and then you have to thread the other end just like we did the first end. So you pull it through the rings and then over the top, and you'll go into the second and you'll pull it tight. Obviously an actual wrap will be longer than this, but you pull this nice and tight, and then this is kind of where you would put your baby in here, and this is nice and secure. So when you buy a ring sling, it's pretty much this, it's the same thing, but they've sewn the rings on. So if you can sew or know someone that sews, really all they do is fold the fabric down around the rings. So these aren't threaded or anything. The fabric is just put through them, folded over, and then they've sewn it. So where the fabric ended, the fold over, it's sewn. I think it's triple, yeah, it's 3 lines of sewing. So this is nice and thick and really, really secure. Triple sewn so that this won't rip or break or anything. So this is your shoulder, and then you pull the fabric through. This is actually a sling, so there's plenty of fabric. This is a Mama Mermaid sling that I got off Etsy. I actually liked using hers more than like retail ones like Sakura Bloom because she custom does colors. And I really wanted a light pink. So I have a hot pink and a light pink that are both from Mama Mermaid. And I actually sold my retail ones because I liked hers better. So same thing, we pulled it through, and then to lock it into place, you go over and under the bottom one. So I want to pull this fabric through the very bottom ring. This is a double layer linen. It's what I currently use with G. So it's a little harder to pull through, but you'll be so used to it by the time your baby is this big. So when you wear it, you want to make sure it's on your shoulder. If it's up on your neck, it's just really uncomfortable and you feel like you're being choked. So this is just much more comfortable, and it spreads everything out, so all of the pressure is spread on your back and it's not like all here on your neck. So you want to make sure you have it really tight because your baby sits in here. So if this top part is really loose, like if I had a newborn and I put a newborn in here, my newborn would like be laying back because of how loose this is. So if you know that it's really loose, make sure you scoot this up so that when you tighten it, the rings come back into place here. If the rings are all the way down here, it's uncomfortable and your baby's in a weird place. And if the rings are back here, that just hurts your shoulders. So trying to keep your rings here in a corsage position. And this is ready to go for baby. That's about it. Once your baby's here, we can troubleshoot if you have any issues getting him in, or if he's comfy, or whatever. But this is pretty much how I would put Gianna in. I would put her up on my shoulder, and I would just slide her through and pull this up her belly, and she would sit in this little pouch. That's it.